Dirty Dancers, and you're checking out JR Sports Brief.
That's kind of awesome, isn't it? Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is JR. You are checking out the Sport Brief. This is going to be about all that salary cap NBA stuff that a lot of people have been real hyped about since the trade deadline. But first things first, I have to give a shout out to my main man, Cornelius. How do you say your name, man? You tried to tell me how to say it. Cornelius. Besides that, here, just click the man's face and go check him out. But anyway, the New York Knicks are one of the teams that have cleared out cap space and tried to save money and get rid of guys over the past few years just for this year coming up. Just for July 1st, when you have your Chris Boshes and Wades and maybe a Stoudemire and LeBrons. But you know what? The Knicks have been so poorly ran the past few years. That has to date back to the Ladens, to Mr. Thomas, and Donnie Walsh is now here trying to clean things up and get cap room and be able to sign guys. But you have to understand, the Knicks are putting all of their eggs in one basket. Granted, they just traded for Tracy McGrady. This is a tryout period for him. The guy hasn't played in just about 2 years. Isaiah Thomas has traded draft picks. I think the Utah Jazz hold the Knicks draft, first-round draft choice for this year. I think the Rockets hold it next year. And I even think there's a team in Turkey called Elfis Pilsen. They have the Knicks first-round draft pick in 3 years. And yes, I'm being facetious. Bottom line is, the Knicks don't have any draft picks. They currently don't have any players. Yeah, I said it. They have guys like Danilo Gallinari and Wilson Chandler. None of those guys are superstars right now. Bottom line is, if LeBron or Chris Bosh doesn't come, the Knicks are screwed. You have to look at it this way. This is similar. This reminds me of when I was in college. You know what? There were some people that didn't come to class. You know, they studied on their own if they did. And they said, you know what? I'm just going to take that test and we'll see what happens after that. And you know what? If I don't take that test and I don't pass, I'm stuck here for another 2 years. And you know what? If I take that test and I pass, I can keep it moving. The Knicks have put all their eggs in one basket and have basically decided, you know what? I'm going to do a little studying on my own, but I'm not going to go to class. I'm going to take this test. And it's going to be it. And if the Knicks don't pass the test and get a big name free agent, they're basically screwed for another year when maybe you can grab, I don't know, a Chris Paul or Carmelo Anthony, I think is available. You know what? Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if nobody signs, the Knicks are screwed. And then there are other teams. Chicago Bulls have room. Miami Heat has room. How do all you guys feel about who your team is going to sign or who they should target? Because my feelings are, you know what? If the Knicks can go out and get Chris Bosh and then they have to go and get Joe Johnson, I think that's terrible. That's like taking a test and getting a D. LeBron James is like an A, and then you got to settle for a Joe Johnson who's a D. And he's a pretty good player. He's an all-star. I know what he is. People are going to get mad at me. He is what he is, and I don't want to see him on the Knicks. If he's here, then good for him. Bottom line, let me know what you think about the free agent class and how you feel about all these trades and everything that have happened. Because you know what? For a lot of teams out there, nothing matters until the summertime and free agency. If you're a Knicks fan like me, hey, you're on vacation right now. Anyway, hit me up. Let me know what you think. JRSportBrief@gmail.com. And please, email me. If you send a message to my YouTube box, it's going to take me a long time to get back to you because you're in line with a whole bunch of other people. Hit me up on a BlackBerry. I can hit you right back while I'm watching the Knicks. And go find me on Twitter and Facebook. I'm out. Peace.